She right behind me. My diamonds oh so shiny. Even sometimes they blind me. My repertoire's big. Nothing I do is tiny. They wanna be me when they see me, cause that's just a rude awakening. Try me or deny me, and I am the dude who will take it there. I got money trees and in this season, watch I take them in. You just junior flexing, man, that's cute, somebody break them in. Flexing with my dogs, flexing with my bras. I'm flexible when flexing, cause I flex like it's my job. You can't see me like Mirage. Just because. How you gon' pull up in boutiques when your car's in a garage? Never that. Did somebody ever say they better at flexing big? I go bigger and that's how I get them back. You cannot flex on me or get the best of me. I'm master flex like Master Chef. I just got the recipe. Yo, I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I got the word. I be flexing, I be. I got the word. Yo, I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I got the word. I be flexing, I be. I got the word. Yo, I be flexing, I be. Look, I ain't playing no games with none of y'all that won't play this. I'm stunting on them, I'm stunting on them, I'm stunt man, I'm famous. Never seen so many plexing. All y'all got anguish. If y'all talk about flexing, y'all talking my language. I swear on everything, y'all something else. So much hate, I'm shocked to say that all y'all got something left. Just know I'm flexing on everything, if nothing else. That's why I put these boys away, put them boys up on the shelf. No weight room, I super set. Pull two cars out at once, call that a super flex. Y'all looking just super stressed, I'm looking so super blessed. If you ain't got no flex, then I call that a super mess. Tell the world all about me. I flex hard, and I might be the coldest that you ever seen. Take notice, I'm focused, flexing on your team. I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I got the word. I be flexing, I be. I got the word. Yo, I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I got the word. I be flexing, I be. I got the word. Yo, I be flexing, I be.
How you gon' flex? How I flex? I try to tell these haters that my flex is the best. You should understand I'm the man of the rest. You wanna see me flex? I'ma show you what it is.
Yo, I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I got the word. I be flexing, I be. I got the word. Yo, I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I got the word. I be flexing, I be. I got the word. Yo, I be flexing, I be.
The world's best gather here. XBL baseball starts now.
It's crushed to the moon, and we're tied.
Picks it up on the second. Over to first in time for the double play that ends the inning.
That's gone.
Oh my, oh my, oh my.
Trying to repeat.
It's good!
Homeward to the pen! This game is over!
Oh! Crushed! Left field! Off the pole!
Domingo Bell, deep right center field, carrying, and it's gone! That was hit hard. Left center
Le'Veon Bell to the deep left field. Is this baby gone? A grand slam!
Champion! The AAA World Series is over! What a life!
I can't believe my eyes.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another production here of the Cross-Platform Baseball League. We are back with the AAA Match of the Week to cap off your Sunday doubleheader, and it's a big one. It is the Teflon Don and his Flower Bombs going up against AAA's aficionado and the man who was just in the booth. It's Mystery Man. And joining me for those big games, it's going to be Spliff Star, another AAA aficionado, one of AAA's master pitchers who's already off to a hot start this season on his own. But yeah, man, Spliff, we got a doozy on our hands. How you feeling tonight?
Absolutely, man. No, I appreciate that shout out. No, I'm really excited for this matchup. I mean, not just to be in the booth, but I'd be scouting this matchup anyway, just because these are two really, really top end players. Two of our favorites, I think number 2 and number 3 in the preseason rankings, and definitely both of them playing some really good games right out the start. And especially Teflon, 6-2 in his first 8 games, and really the first we've seen him in AAA. So it's been kind of nice to see him acclimated to the AAA game.
Yeah, he's acclimating well. I mean, his bats are showing through so far. He's had some pretty dominating wins over the AAA players he's come across. And Mystery Man kind of went after it today, already going into his 3rd series of this Sunday. He's at 4-4 right now after what looked like a pretty hot start. He's got himself a few 10-run games as well under his belt. But yeah, you've got some keys outlined for us. You want to walk us through a little bit of what you set aside for these big games between what you already mentioned is the number 2 and number 3 power ranked teams in the AAA starting this season.
Absolutely, and both definitely playing that way. Mist had I've been playing some really hot baseball, as you know, and I got to see Mist right before here, and definitely got a little bit lucky in both of those games and was able to take care of business. But he's as good as ever. I know he's hungry from last year, and when looking at both their rosters, especially, I mean, Mist. I know if he's pitching the same people that he pitched against me, he's got one really high end velocity starter, and his bullpen is the stuff of nightmares. This is one of the guys where, like, if he gets a lead on you in like the middle of the game, he's got 3 pitchers that can really just blow you away. He's got all the clutch stats that you usually want on like the traits, with the reverse splits and everything. Against Teflon, which I took a look at his roster, and he's built a little bit like me, and I've built my roster with the idea of not having a lot of pop, but Teflon has pop. I faced Teflon in other leagues in SMNL. I faced him here. He's definitely got the bat, and this kind of leads me into like the main key here, which is Teflon is a free swinger. Something that in the short data that I have, I've noticed, and especially in his stats, I think he's striking out, 1.5 times a game or 1.5 times every nine innings. Where you have Mist on the other side, who's always top 3 in strikeouts. I mean, he's a power pitcher. That's his style. And I'm always striking out against him. I think he's around 7 strikeouts per 9 innings. So you have 2 distinct styles coming at each other here. And I think that's really going to be the key of the game, to see if Mist can control Teflon's bats, especially with his free swinging style. He doesn't strike out much, and he does have a lot of runs this year.
Yeah, both these players known to score, and those are great points. I mean, you're going to have to keep the bats down any way you can on either end, but especially on Teflon's, the way he's swinging it. Mist has some of the highest strikeout numbers in all-time AAA, if not the highest. If you go up into the website, you'll probably find that out. And he's going to be looking to command the mound tonight. So, power players on primetime, you really can't ask for much more than this in the XBL, especially in the AAA, where it's always a gauntlet. The early season's really kicked off, and now we're going to go ahead and let these two who are raring to go, let them know it's time to play. We're going to bring game 1 right to you, so hang tight, folks. Here we are, folks, loading in now to Parque Jardineros, the home of the Flower Bombs, getting the home game to start things off here tonight. Mystery Man, the away team with the Mystery Machine pulling up. It's going to be Madeline Dinkley on the mound versus Nova, the starting pitcher for the Flower Bombs. The Flower Bombs, Teflon's design from the SMNL, I believe, replacing his Blue Hearts from his former XBL season last season. So brand new design on prime time. Here, huge games, players exchange pleasantries. Let's rock.
Absolutely, and Parque, big pitcher's ballpark. We'll see if what kind of strategy Teflon had in mind after picking that as a home field.
Yeah, big gaps. But he said, like you said, got a lot of pop, and let's see if that's something he can take advantage of, hitting those gaps and getting the ball over the fence. His Mystery Man quickly sends the second pitch of the game on the ground to What Incarnation at first base. Takes it himself, and there is one down for Daphne Blake. Daphne Blake's got the low pitch. Checks her swing. Checks it again, this time a ball. It's 1-1. And then waves at it, so it's 1-2. Bossa Nova is the pitcher. She's got a lead cutter, tons of velo. Both these guys throwing aces here, I believe, in this game. And we see Mystery Man strike out there and brings up Fred Jones.
Mystery is one of those notorious check swingers. It looks like he's gonna swing at every single ball, but he doesn't. He's actually got a great eye. It's you wouldn't realize that if you only saw a few games, but I play him so often, I just know that he is ready to hit at just about everything and lays off most junk.
He crushes one here, and it's deep to left center field. The center fielders are on their horse for the warning track, and it is Miracles who has to make the grab out there. But Miss gave that one a ride, showing a little bit of that power, just couldn't quite square it up the way he wanted to. We're heading to the bottom of the first now, where Cherry Blossoms goes against Madeline Dinkley. Yeah, both these guys are going to make some loud outs, I have a feeling, here tonight, as there's a strike in the zone from Dinkley. 1-2. Fouled away. We're going to do it again. Pitch up high above the zone. Teflon takes it. He's got an exercising a good eye. Walk prone
Really
engaged.
good eye there.
Curveball right down the middle. Scooby-Doo has to get on his horse out in right field and make the grab, going a few steps back. Could have been worse outcome for Miss where that one was placed in the strike zone, but no worries there.
Teflon definitely showed a good eye there on those two pitches too, and this is like such an interesting matchup to me, knowing Miss pitching style and seeing Teflon stats. It's just like a big clashing of styles, and we're gonna see who is gonna fall back to the mean.
Strike in there. Yeah, something's going to have to give. Something's going to have to win out between these two very powerful players. It is 2-2 early here. In inning number 1, Fred Jones gets underneath this almost foul pop. Wasn't great contact from Teflon there. Probably one he's going to want back, but for now he moves on to Torque Tulips. Tulips has a ton of power. This is the fastball.
Nope, inside.
Miss trying to exercise the corner. Comes back with the two-seamer. Off the hand, Scooby-Doo in right field gets under it, makes the grab. There's 3 down, and we're going to the second.
Unfortunately, we've had to cancel the mascot race for today. Now batting, the first baseman, number 10.
Nope, outside.
Sorry about that, folks. Just realized I did not send that match of the week announcement as we were setting up here. I think that's the first time we've ever done that.
This 1 game penalty in the standings.
Well, 12 people still managed to show up, so nice job being on time, everybody. We'll see who else decides to follow their reminder, as now it's 2-2 early in game 1. It's the top of the second. Mystery Man checks at that one, and he does not quite, pull the trigger. That's what he's known for. There's check swings, and sometimes they come back to bite him, but, maybe not a pitch he wanted to get.
Absolutely. I know Miss definitely wants to swing at more balls. He's seeing, he's notorious. I mean, he's got a great eye, but I think part of the issue too, which is I'm learning the hard way, is like when you have a great eye, you start laying a lot off, like this pitch right here, very hittable pitches that, you know, in the AAA, you have to be able to hit to have any kind of consistent success.
He goes after a high and away curveball there with 2 down. And he lifts it to right where Cherry Blossoms makes the grab, and we're going to the bottom of the second. It's still scoreless. We're 4, 5, 6 are coming up.
Exclusive deals and a free bendy slot. Batting, the second baseman, number 6,
Dahlia Dingers, a dangerous player, batting .448, 3 homers on the young season. Sees a pitch in the zone behind the triple-digit fastball. Mystery Man utilizing the velo here. The flamethrowers on the mound for both teams. Teflon gets under one, lifts it 2-1 count to Angel Dynamite, and it is 1 down after the fly out. Now it is what incarnation?
number 31.
0-1 pitch to Carnation, misses away. Mystery Man looks to come back with the changeup, 1-1. Swung on, hit right up the middle. That's the game's first hit, first base runner.
As the pitcher throwing those balls, like, you know, middle zone, middle down, it doesn't matter if they're not in the strike zone. If they're able to time that ball, they're going to hit that ball right up the middle. It doesn't matter if it's in the zone or not. They're just going to hit it further if it is in the zone. So you're really banking on like the speed timing, the timing of the off pitch to really kind of throw them off there.
That's inside.
A little bit of deep pitching strategy there from Spliff. That's what you get when he's up here in the booth. Some of the rest of us, you know, can't hit broadside of a barn with our pitching accuracy, but, you know, that's why we benefit from advice like that.
Don't get me wrong, as a pitcher, I still know hitting is king in this game. So, like, if you can time it, you know, it's better than me placing it. It really depends on where I put that ball.
Ball inside.
That one misses inside. And when you're playing in the AAA at this level, placement can be key, as that one was kind of hung, but hit on a line where Dinkley could handle it. The other Dinkley, I guess, are they sisters or something? I need to get up on my Scooby-Doo lore. Mystery Man could probably come and correct me if he wasn't on the field right now.
That's inside.
But yeah, we've got the 1-1 count now quickly to Poppy Pops Fly. Is that his name?
That's high.
The catcher here. Rally starter and a sprinter. Hits one low inside. Gets underneath it, though, where Blake can handle it in center. And that'll end the second. Scoreless after 2 base runners. We go to the third, where 7, 8, 9 come up for the Mystery Machine.
Number 50.
That's a swing.
Strike in there. Early game, both players exercising triple-digit velo. You've got the elite cutter as well to deal with, as Mystery Man checks at another swing and sees the strikeout. It's Hippie Girl Googie coming up. He's got to pull the trigger on those, I think, tonight. He wants to make the difference here.
And, you know, I can't speak for XBL or AA, but I know in the AAA, you're not going to see that many starters that are throwing in the triple digits. I mean, you'll see a handful of, you know, traded out relief pitchers that can hit that, but you have 2 of the top end velo pitchers here, and you could probably count on one hand how many, you know, are throwing at 100 miles an hour as starters in the AAA.
That just goes to show the quality of the 2 pitchers we have here tonight on the hill for primetime. Both these players setting up well to go after their opponent in this big series. As Mystery Man gets the 1-out single, he was down. It didn't look like he was catching up to it well there, but he managed to get to stay back on one, square it up nicely through the hole there by the second baseman. Brings out the pitcher Dinkley. She loads up a power swing, but takes a strike. Ooh, another one that looks low. But it is a strike, and then frozen Mystery Man on that one. Another triple-digit fastball.
The center fielder, number 91.
Shannon Blake has first pitch prayer, still goes after it. Now that's gone away. It's 0-1. Swings a 1 inside. Quickly 0-2. Ooh, and then checks it, another one. Oh, Mystery Man having trouble tonight getting around on those. It brings us to the bottom of the third.
Number 40.
This one squared up right up the middle to start the bottom of the third inning. Leadoff runner for Cherry Blossoms.
And this is definitely in the universe of expectation for this type of game. You know, you have two players that are kind of weary of each other. They know that this is a big game. They know they're both ranked pretty high. I don't think they're going to take, you know, some crazy risks here. So it's definitely not, you know, it's never too far away, though.
Number 26.
Yeah, not the craziest risk the Teflon took there, but he is caught stealing, and then it's a strike him out, throw him out, double play. So there's quickly 2 down. Mystery Man's got to be enjoying that after the leadoff hit. Comes back with the 2-seam 1-1 with 2 down and misses inside to Iris infielder. The shortstop. Pitcher sneezes real quick. And then the 2-1 taken just inside. Here comes back with the cutter. Here it comes. Teflon takes a strike. Near identical pitches. Full count pitch, swung on the ground. Daphne Blake picks it up, throws it to first in time, and Mystery Man gets out of the third. We go to the top of the fourth. Yeah, these two, like you said, a bit wary of each other so far. I'm a little surprised we're still scoreless.
Absolutely, and you know that cutter that missed through the second to last pitch was, you know, the cutter of legends. No one's gonna hit that ball in that situation, and it's kind of showing the respect he's giving. And Teflon's getting to 3 balls, which is impressive too, which means he's, you know, he's definitely showing the eye out there. He's being patient.
Mystery Man fouls one back. The 2-1. Blooped out into the outfield. Second baseman's going to have to reach for it. He can't get there. And that's a hit for Mystery Incorporated. It's not, you know, your conventional single there, but it's one right off the end of the bat. Got a little English on it, and now he's got a ton of speed at first. Leadoff runner.
Definitely a mismatch on the base path.
Brett Jones gave one a ride last at bat, but it was caught out there in deep left center field. Let's see if he can pull the trigger here. He does. It's right out the right fielder, and it's caught by Blossoms. Mist has to go back to first. 1 out here.
It's unfortunate. Great contact on the ball, I'm guessing. It was just drilled at the right fielder.
Del Chilman checks his swing. It's a ball inside. Del Chilman, the cleanup hitter and first baseman on the Mystery team. RBI hero and clutch, neither of which engaged. He's behind the fastball. It's 1-2. Mystery Man swings at that one inside, outs it to left, and there's 2 down as the catch is made by Perry Winkle. This is a big hitter here for Mystery Man. It's Angel Dynamite with the outside pitch. Left fielder, 1 home run on the season. Maybe Teflon trying to test that outside pitch. He does get one, but he kind of chops at it. Third baseman throws it to first. Ends the top of the fourth. We'll go to the bottom half where the meat of the order for the Flower Bombs comes up.
That's inside.
This is where you think maybe you probably will see the Flower Bombs attempt some damage here. If I wouldn't know better, would you, Split?
Yeah, I mean, this is what at least the second this is the second towards the end of the second time through the lineup, and you know, you want to do damage off the I know it's crazy, the starter with these stats too, and it's their ace, and maybe in this situation it doesn't hold true for every bullpen pitcher, but Miss bullpen is amazing. Like it's one of those bullpens you just don't want to see in a close game, and he can extend that game for as long as he wants. So if you want to do that damage, you want to do that as early as possible. You don't want to fall behind.
He tries to get around on a hittable fastball, but Mystery Man had enough juice on it to keep it on a line for Scooby-Doo. He hangs a curveball, and then Teflon gets a 2-out single. So, you know, meat of the order only produces just the 2-out base runners. Not a lot of speed for Marigold Miracles. She's got the BBH, though. One of the low-stat BBHs, and this one's ripped into the gap. It's going to have to pay off here because she's got some legs. It's into that deep parquet gap. 1 run is going to think about scoring from third. He comes around. Here comes Miracles all the way to third on the 2-out triple, and there is some pretty magical production out of nowhere for the Flower Bombs.
Absolutely hit right into that triple gap.
Crushes one there to deep right center, but Mystery Man, I think, has it. Ends the inning. Any other stadium, that might be gone, but we're here at Parquet, and it produces some drama. Now we see our game's first run, and we're in the top of the fifth.
The second baseman, number 6.
That bad ball hitter is definitely a bad omen for a lot of teams. A lot of us like pitching around that, and it's just a really tough tough in this stadium when you hit it in that exact spot and, you know, scoring the run with the triple.
I missed a little bit behind that fastball.
Now batting, the right fielder.
It's Scooby-Doo at the plate now after the strikeout. Inside pitch is one of his traits. He gets an outside pitch that he crushes deep to center field. It's way back there. Parquet keeps another one in, though.
Now batting, the catcher.
Oh, I think he barely missed that one. Maybe the power of the reticle was off just by slightly a little bit, but it had a chance for sure.
This one off the end of the bat. It's caught over there, first base by Carnation, and that'll end the 5th quickly. Bottom half comes up. Poppy pops fly. Bats for the Bombers. This is a fastball. Could catch some plate. It does, but it's off the handle. Angel Dynamite gets in there to make the grab one down.
Number 40.
Pitcher Bossa Nova batting. Nova. Here in the bottom of the 5th, pitching well herself. Going against the counterpart Dinkley, the 2-0. Squared up nicely, but just underneath. And we see Scooby-Doo make a catch out there where Cherry Blossoms now bats.
Number 22.
2 down. Good strike. Quick 0-1 pitch. Crushed out there. Blake's going to have to try and run after it. Nobody's getting there. It's into the same gap, but this time in the air. It's going to be another triple for the Flower Bombs.
That might have been gone in most other stadiums. That was on a rope right into that triple alley again.
That's Teflon showing that power. This one he hits hard, but on the ground. Del Chilman takes it himself. Run does not score. So we're still clean there in the 5th, and we go to the top of the 6th. 1-0 in favor of these Flower Bombs. This is a close one here, you know, about halfway through.
Absolutely, and if I'm missed, I'm not changing much yet. I still do like Miss pitching style against Teflon's batting style. He just, I think, has to be a little bit more aggressive on the pitches that are in the zone because Teflon has given them some pretty hittable balls. Like that pitch right there was just filthy.
Yeah, he's getting the corners a lot, and Mist is having trouble pulling the trigger, but some of these other ones he's got to go after so far. Takes another strike after the strike out. Shannon Blake at the plate. He did lift the starting pitcher too on that last batter, so we will be seeing that bullpen. 2-1 pitch to Blake. Checked again. It's 3-1. Walk prone. That one laced through the hole between short and third. That'll be a single with 1 down. Mist gets his leadoff batter with a ton of speed on.
Now batting, the shortstop.
And Mist has power, you know, like this is the type of game where it's one bad pitch, one good swing is just going to swing the entire game. This has the makings of that type of game.
Really good speed at first. Checks the swing with Daphne Blake. Also great speed and low pitch. Teflon trying to stay away from that. Runner goes in there easily. 2-1 now. Teflon set, checks the swing, goes Mystery Man. It's 2-2. Cannot pull the trigger. He strikes out again.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 44.
Just a great pitch too. It's one of those in the middle spots that, you know, Mist has been staying away from, and in that case, he probably should have pulled the trigger.
Ball inside. Fred Jones 1-1. Gets one right down the middle. Ooh, off the glove of the first baseman. Mystery Man's thinking about scoring. He can't get there. Maybe if he had gone around third all the way without hesitation.
The way, yeah, with that speed, I think he would have made it, depending on the arm of the first baseman. I know some of these guys have some funky, hard-throwing first base arms. I don't know about Teflon's. I didn't look that deep in his roster. But
ooh, he gets the hit, though. Yeah, right up the middle. Very nicely done. Mystery Man clutches out a 2-out single to tie the game.
Now batting, the left
Guess it didn't matter after all. Clutch hitting right there to tie.
I think Clutch was engaged, speaking of, and he did have the RBI hero as well, so really big moment for Del Chilman to get a single. Now he's got 2 on for Angel Dynamite. He's ahead in the count, 2-1. Looking for something to hit. This one's up the middle. Mystery Man's going to think about scoring here. He goes around third. Here comes the throw to the plate. It could be not in time. It's Mystery Man now with the lead, 2-1.
And just like that, a boost of confidence. You can see it in mistakes. You can see that as swings. It's with, you know, they're deliberate. They're not lucky. And he's locked in. And Teflon's got to be careful here.
Strike right at the knees. 0-2 pitch. Misses inside. With 2 down, Velma Dinkley wants to continue the rally. She fouls it away. 1-2 again. Checks the swing, strikes him out, but Mystery Man took the lead in a quick 2-out snap of a rally. And he's going to look at this bullpen now to see who he wants to bring in. It's Thorn Hex, his chosen pitcher. She likes to get the meat of the innings, I believe, from the pen of the Mystery Man team. And he's getting me the order here.
The third baseman, number 2.
Cutter in there for a strike. 0-1 pitch, a heater. Gets Teflon swinging. Now whiffer engages. Not a trait you see a lot anymore. Used to see it more, I feel like. 0-2. Swung on deep. Deep. Way center field. Blake's back. She makes the grab right on the warning track. That one got me pretty excited, but it hung up there.
Arcade's like that, you know. It's got these weird dimensions where it kind of seems like an optical illusion. The ball's like going out, but it's much deeper than we think, or to what meets the eye, I guess.
Quick 2 balls to Dahlia Dingers, the second baseman. Miss going to drop a curveball right in there for a strike. Comes back with a cutter, 2-1.
That's inside.
In there with the ball, it's 3-1. Composed, kicks in. Power pitch heater, swung on the ground to Chillman. He's going to take it himself. Barely steps on the bag. Almost missed it.
First baseman, number 31.
And that brings up Carnation. I think Miss manually ran to the bag and we didn't press the button. Sometimes I do that for fun. It's a bit of a challenge after all this time. 0-2 pitch.
In the game, they say.
Blake almost overruns it, makes the grab on the line. We're going to the top of the 7th, still 2-1, so not the slugfest that many may have thought coming into it. But a prime time matchup with these two, not going light on each other.
Number 50.
Definitely not. And, you know, like, again, it won't take long for the game to flip on its head again, but Mist does provide a bit of an obstacle to Teflon's hitting style. Mist will throw the ball everywhere. His pitching style is very underrated. It isn't talked about much versus some of the other pitchers like, you know, the Diesels and the Burning Ices of AAA, but I think it's just a style difference that helps him a lot.
Now batting, the catcher, number 4.
Teflon living on the corners, getting so many check swings tonight. He's got to be loving it. Just wants his offense to follow suit. So he gets another strikeout.
No, inside.
Starting pitcher Bossa Nova.
No, inside.
Sees a 2-1 pitch now upcoming. Swung on and missed. 2-2 floated out there into the right center field gap. Just going to get a single there with 1 down.
Now batting, the pitcher, number 00.
It's the pitcher batting. She's going to hit for herself. 0-1 pitch. Makes it 1-1. Teflon's 92nd pitch with the starter here. It's still a close game, you know. I've done it. I've probably done worse.
Number 91.
No, this is a brawl of its own kind. You know, you guys, I'm the pitcher police out here for the AAA, and let me tell you, pitching is overlooked, and it doesn't take much plus a good pitching arsenal, the ability to pitch on the high end. If you're able to get a couple of runs across, you are really, it's an art within itself, you know, and there are different types of hitters that you always have to plan for. So I think these types of games really show that, like, Teflon putting those offensive numbers up early in the season, there are some weaknesses in the biggest offenses as well.
Absolutely. Everybody meets their match, and, you know, some of these players with experience like Mist have time and time again, you know, gone after players who can hit and know what to do in certain situations to kind of get a feel for it. And so far, he's done well. We're in the bottom of the 7th. That's a leadoff single. And 7, 8, and 9 in order coming up for Teflon. Strike in there. Runner goes, throw goes down there, gets her.
The
Teflon didn't get the
99
jump.
on the catcher.
Yeah, that's what you get a good arm for on your catcher. And then the strikeout follows. That's huge for Mystery Man there after the caught stealing.
I didn't mean to cut you off there, Dwayne. That 99, snap the 99 on the mini game for the catcher is so clutch, too. It's just one of those vet moves, you know?
Absolutely. Being able to, you know, pop up there and have the awareness to just get the meter right where it needs to go. You know, a tense moment, especially in match of the week. That's where that, you know, that veteran tendency shows for sure. It's Mokeka Muka. I think that's what I want to say there. Catcher's juiced too. Teflon not going to be going again, especially with the runner at first. Muka's got pinch perfect, 1-1. Misses low, 2-1. Ooh, nice strike in there. Now it's full with 2 outs here. Payoff pitch, swung on and missed. That ends the inning. Mystery Man
Mist
takes
is
care.
one of the ballsiest pitchers on a full count or like a 3-ball count. He will throw like better than any other pitcher I know. He will throw a 4th ball and you will swing at it. It doesn't matter who it is. You know, it goes against human nature, but he's so good at it, and he did it right there too.
Now he's got a chance to try and extend his lead. At the top of the 8th inning against Gal Costa is a big reduction in velo here. 0-2 pitch, swung on. And that is another strikeout here, but one that's swinging. Might be one of the first swinging strikeouts, honestly, from Mr. Incorporated here tonight. Fred Jones pops one up behind the plate. It's going to get out of play. It's 0-1. This one hit under the pitcher's glove as the Charger does infielder, and it's into the stands.
Now batting, the first baseman.
That's a big mistake throw there from TeflonDon.
Not sure what happened there. Just a little bit of lack of awareness, I think.
Runner's still at second. Shillman fouled one away. Now it's 2-1. Ooh, Miss checks his swing on the off-speed pitch. It's 2-2. Swung on the ground. First baseman charges it, takes it themselves, and now there's 2 down. Runner at third as the runner moves up. And it's Angel Dynamite. She's clutch, but she's underneath it. And the center fielder makes a grab. That ends the top of the 8th. We go to the bottom half.
Right fielder, number 22.
This one's crushed deep out to right center. Blake's on her horse. She can't get there. That's been Teflon's favorite gap this game. He's thinking about third again. This time it's a leadoff triple. So he's in a big situation to try and tie this.
Right away puts the pressure completely back on Mist here to get out of this mini jam.
Swung on underneath, 0-1. Next pitch, a heater. This is low. Thornheck starting to tire. The 1-1 pitch in there for a strike. It was a changeup, nicely placed. 1-2. Hit through the hole past the diving glove of Blake, and that'll tie the game. It's a single.
Wanted to get that person at third and just squeaked by the shortstop there with the infield in.
That's the dangerous game you play sometimes. Even when it's in, you still can't get to some of those balls. But it's tied up now. Mystery Man has to do some business to try and untie it in his half of the 9th. But currently, he's got no outs in the bottom of the 8th. That runner's at first, and Hex is ready to come out of it. Here, you'd have to think. So we go with Vincent Van Gool, mid-count, 2-1. Here's the swap. See if it pays off for him. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on Dinkley, dives for it, it's off her glove. Tough play. Runner's going for third, the throw down there. Not down there. Ends up being safe.
Just terrible luck there with the dive. Bounces right off the glove.
Curveball popped up though into left. Angel Dynamite has to charge for it. I don't think it's enough to score the run. Throw goes home. Everybody's staying where they're at with one down now for Walton Carnation.
Number 31.
Here comes a curveball. Just misses. 1-0 pitch, just low. 2-0. In there for a strike. Teflon not fishing for that one. Here comes the cutter. Dinkley makes the diving grab, the throw to first in time.
Unreal.
He had to make the play, Spliff. He had to.
Absolutely ridiculous. The same second baseman where two batters ago we saw dink that ball into center field. That was like an unbelievable play in the moment, and had the awareness to get him out at first base too. Just great double play, clutch double play.
It's the hero herself, Velma Dinkley, at the plate to start the ninth. And she crushes one deep to right center. It's high in the air, but it's going to be catchable. Another one stays in the park tonight. The parquet is cruel. Maybe not quite as cruel as Shaka, but man, it's getting there. He was a little bit underneath that one. As Van Gool, or no, excuse me, Scooby-Doo bats for the mystery team.
Ball inside.
1-2. Swung on and missed. There's two down now.
Now batting, the catcher, number 4.
Hippie girl Googie, the catcher, swings at one, hits it right up the middle with two down. She gets a single.
Now batting, the pitcher.
It's going to think about lifting Van Gool here. But Fred Jones Sr. with the pinch perfect trait.
Ball outside.
Strike in there. Mystery Man misses that. That was a strike. Tough one to catch up to. He gets that. Inside outs it to right. But Teflon makes the grab. And there are three down here in the top of the ninth. We go into the bottom half where the home team has a chance to win it. Teflon Don wants to put this one away. Kind of make his name for himself in the AAA here for this young season.
Number 22.
Game 1 of AAA match of the week. Big drama in the bottom of the ninth as Dusk Hex gets the nod. 1-0, a strike. 1-1.
Ball inside. Ball.
2-1 there. Makes it 3-1. Curveball makes it full count. See what he comes back with. It's the heat. Up and in, swung on and missed. It's a big strikeout for Mystery Man there.
The left fielder, number 29.
Absolutely, and the first time Teflon seeing low velo in this game, which can be kind of jarring after the triple digits he's been seeing for 9 innings up to now. And yeah, Miss is one of the better players with mixing in that speed. With the 95-mile-an-hour fastball is not fast, but compared to what else she throws, it probably just smoked in there.
Daphne Blake has to venture back just a few steps and makes the grab on the line. There's two down now for Poppy Pop's fly. The 0-2, or the 2-out hitter swings at one. Dynamite makes the grab on the run, and that ends the ninth. We go to extras, folks, here in game 1. It's 2-2 here on the top of the order coming up.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 91.
There's the strike.
Couple quick strikes and then one fouled away.
Outside. No, inside.
Quickly 2-2. And the curveball hit right up the middle. That's a leadoff single for Mystery Man.
It's a great at bat after taking those 2 quick strikes right off the bat. He looked a little discombobulated, but took 2 balls, and then the at bat turned into a single right up the middle.
Ball lifted in the air to right, so there's going to be one out. Not a productive one either for Mystery Man as Fred Jones now comes up. Tons of speed. He did steal last time he had Blake over there. Let's see if he does it again. Ooh, that one, high pitch, crushed high in the air, but again, Mystery Man just underneath it.
That was close. That was in that spot, the sweet spot. You know, we see that ball go all the time. I kind of just hold my breath when I see the location there as a pitcher. I know it's most of the time not great.
Diving play by Dingers had to stop it to prevent it from going in the gap, and that keeps Shulman from moving the runner or keeping the inning alive, and that takes us to the bottom of the 10th. Teflon in one-run territory as the home team here.
Nope, inside.
The 2-0 pitch in the zone. Ooh, hit right at Shulman. Looks like a bit of a hanger. It's a very dangerous one that Mystery Man got away with there. He goes wild with the curveball and gives up a single with one down. Irish infielder is very tense. Still batting here against Dusk Hex. This curveball, 1-0. Hit on the ground. Blake can pick it up over to second, on to first, in time. It's a 6-4-3 double play that ends the 10th. We go to the 11th.
Huge.
Left fielder, number 28.
These two players, grinders here tonight. You know, extra innings, bit of a theme when I've been around lately. I'm not really trying to bring anything crazy up, but I did play about 50 innings in 3 games over the course of the last 36 hours.
No, I mean, I think, you know, even when you see that, you see in the data, or, you know, if you think you're seeing more close games, I think that's great. I mean, it's just showing how close these matchups are. Doesn't matter where they are in the standings, or, you know, what kind of run they're on. Every game is one to watch, and we'll take free baseball on a Sunday night.
Quickly 0-2 as the heater's there. Tough for Miss to catch up to, but he flips one right through the hole. Absolutely through the 5-hole there, off the handle. Brings up Scooby-Doo, and there's 2 on here with no outs. Let's see what he does. Who's he got on the bench? It's going to be Red Herring. Decent power, good contact, very low speed. Hits one on the ground that's going to act as a decent sacrifice.
Now batting, the catcher, number 4.
Look at Googie. Will she get pitched to? She does!
Wow.
It's hit down the line. Teflon risks it all. And it goes wrong as he misses the ball out there and right. He can't pick it up. Googie's going to go for third. And now missing a big chance for insurance after getting 2 runs on the single and breaking it open.
Unbelievable contact on the ball with the pitcher right down the line. We got these speedy pitchers going on this season, so it makes it all the way to third base there, and just unlucky with the way the ball bounced for Teflon.
Miss strikes out there, 3 quick check swings and he's put away. All in the same location. Regina, she's still clutch and she's still neutral, but she's given up those runs. Runners at third. Mystery Man checking again. Shannon Blake wants to keep the rally alive. Fouls it. 0-2. Off the end of the bat. Takes it himself. Or no, flips it to first. I thought he was going to take it himself, but he doesn't. Now it's the bottom of the 11th. Mystery Man's ahead. A big 2 runs. Teflon.
Ooh.
Wow! He destroys it. He puts it into the grass. Cuts the lead in half. Just like that.
He's like not so fast here, and Hex is still in the game. I was wondering if Miss was going to make a move there, but no, it looks like she's still sticking with her. And just jammed out into center field. That was no doubt about that. 454 feet.
Yeah, one of the hardest home runs you've seen hit here on Match of the Week. And then this one's given a ride out there in the left center field gap. Jan Dynamite can only pick it up on the hop. I think she had a chance there, but her angle was just off. So there's a runner at first, the tying run, and the winning runs at the plates. It is Carnation with clutch. This Ray misses inside. It's 2-0. He's going to have to come to him here with something. It's the screwball in there for a strike. 2-1. The curveball hit into center. Blake has to get there. She does make the grab. Runner stays at first. There's one down.
Mist has to be careful here. Teflon, that was not like your typical out. That was a very loud out. Had a good chance of getting in the gap, too.
It's Marigold Miracles, and if we remember, she got a big triple earlier in the game into the gap. Fouls it away there. Mystery Man needs to be careful with that placement. He's thinking about switching it up, and it is his last reliever, Alice May. Here in the 11th, pulling out all the stops. Oh, one off the glove. Oh, disastrous moment there. Takes away any opportunity for a double play. 1-1, crushed out to right center. Blake has to get there. She dives. She can't. One run's going to score. Miracles is going for third. She's got her second triple of the game. And all of a sudden, the Flower Bombs are poised to flip this on its head and possibly come away with a win here.
Right when we thought that it looked locked in, it never really is.
The 0-1 ends up being 0-2. High fastball. Swung on. Dinkley has to catch it. She does. Oh, and now there's 2 outs. He got him to swing about 1.5 feet above the zone there. How?
I have been that guy, and I feel like Teflon is probably feeling the heat of the moment.
0-2 pitch. High one again, May. Oh, it's Mr. Glove. Oh, the throw goes to first. In time, man. I almost had a heart attack.
Unbelievable. And listen, if I'm Mist, I would have walked. I would have walked. The next 2 guys loaded the bases and then like played from there. But it really worked out for Mist. Again, his pitching style is outside of that inning right there, which it looked like Teflon was making huge contact with the ball. Mist style is really paying off for him here.
This one hit over to third on a line caught. We're in the top of the 12th. We thought it was almost over. Not quite yet. Fred Jones hits it onto the ground to short. Infielder throws it to first. In time, there's 2 outs.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 10.
And that just goes to show, folks, the heat of the match of the week moment, I think, can definitely get to all of us. 1-2 pitch. Underneath it, Chillman strikes out. We're going to the bottom of the 12th.
Number 37.
Pitcher swings at a strike inside. She's still in the game, Regina. Missed on his last reliever. It's an RP. That 1-1 cutter. Hit past Chillman. Oh, man. How does that happen? I didn't even... I thought for sure that was a given.
The only time I've ever seen that personally happen to me is when I queue up a throw or an action way too early. Great play there.
Yeah, that one was taken on a ride. He had to make that grab with Blake.
And I'm not sure if that's what happened to Miss there. I mean, it's hard to tell when those things happen, but I can only speak anecdotally, which like it is, you know, you queue a player up too early. Sometimes they take a bad angle, and they totally miss the ball.
Decent speed at first for Iris infielder. She's been tense though. She gets herself a 3-0 count. Teflon wants to lock in here. He gets a walk. Winning runs at second. This is a very dangerous hitter here at the plate for the Flower Bombs. Missed. There's the heater. Taken. The 0-1 pitch upcoming here. It's a change up. Misses low. We're going to reset. Teflon's exercising patience, waiting for his pitch here. It's 3-1, a hitter's count. Batter is walked. Now they're loaded up for Dahlia Dingers and RBI Heroes. 1 for 5 tonight. Mystery Man needs a double play here. Change up inside. Here comes the cutter. He's a master at placing those front door cutters. Here comes another one. That one's inside. It's 2-1. Swung on Blake. Over her head. The Flower Bombs will win this one in high drama fashion on the single. It's 5-4. Mystery Man couldn't quite get there. Had to be one to jump for, I think. But always hard to tell. Great game.
Absolutely. It's one of those in-betweens. You never really know if you're, a lot of us run the high fielding shortstops. They can make that play. Sometimes we jump and it goes right through them, but just a crazy ending. I wasn't a fan of the walk with 2 men on and 1 out. That really, I think, exponentially raised the pressure on Mist and his last reliever there. But clutch hitting, clutch eye by Teflon, and just a great game 1. That was awesome.
Yeah, high drama. These two gave us what was promised, which was a huge matchup between 2 top players. And now we got game 2 on our hands. We'll see what that one brings for us as we're going to flip to Mystery Man's home field for that one. We'll let the players take a quick break. We're going to swap streams over to Teflon's, and we'll be back for you in a few. So everybody get ready, get refreshed. We'll have game 2 coming right at you. Here we are back again for game number 2. The longtime home of Mystery Man and the crew. Founders Field is the site of game 2. The Bombs just came out with a big win in game number 1 in high drama extra innings fashion. Mystery Man gonna have to return the favor here and try and come away with the split.
Absolutely, and we know Mist. He's a vet. Had one of his best seasons last season. He's hungry this season. I've seen him in the lab, so I have no doubt. This could just as easily be, mercy the other way with how hungry Mist is and how he's been playing. So I'm really looking forward to see how he responds.
Cherry Blossoms leading off here. Teflon has the no crowd vibe. It's got the Ted dance in Silent Stadium, as many would call it. as we see a strike in there. So you're going to get a little bit of SMB ASMR, I guess, while we run this one for you. Ooh, that one crushed a deep center. Mystery Man has to go back there and grab it. And there's one down. One-0 pitch, strike in there. Marcy Hot Dog Water Fleech is the starting pitcher, a longtime favorite, I think, for Mystery Man. Elite curveball and injury prone, so something you may or may not see here tonight as the strike goes at the knees.
You know, they do say injury prone is one of those free money traits.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it doesn't take your starting pitcher out of the game, you're gonna have to hope.
Right, exactly. So I guess that it all depends on that. It's never affected me personally, but
depends on who you want to put it on. I think a starting pitcher could be somewhat risky, but Mr. Man going for it here with Fleech. He has a lot of faith in his bullpen too, so that would probably be no problem. Some players prefer for their pitchers to be injured, as this one's lifted to the right center field warning track. It's caught out there by Mist, and there is 2 outs. Dahlia Dingers sees one way outside. We see it 1-1 hit through the hole. Diving play by Mist. Now there are 2 on here with 2 out.
one of those little squeakers that gets right into that soft spot between the shortstop and the third baseman. Nothing you can do about it.
2-0 pitch now upcoming here to What Incarnation. Misses high. Mystery Man trying to paint with those, but he can't quite get there, and he gives up a walk. The walks are what killed him at the end of last game.
Absolutely, and it looks like he's got to be careful. Teflon is you know, he's adapting. That's what good players do, and it looks like he's a lot tighter at the plate now.
He inside outs one to right. He doesn't quite get a hold of it all the way. Scooby-Doo has to make the catch out there, but it was allowed out number 3, and we go to the bottom half of the first. Elite fastball on the starter here for the Flower Bombs, and he parks one right in there at 99 to start the game. 1-1 pitch. Check that. 2-1. Misses high. It's 3-1. Mystery Man checks it. Another pitch here, and it's 3-2. He crushes that one deep to right, and that's going to start the game off with a big bang and the solo shot for Blake. 1-0 here, Mystery Man.
No doubt about it with that hit. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, it looks like Teflon is just rolling fastballs in there, no cadence, one after the other. It wouldn't take long for Mist to just put some bat on the ball and see a ball fly out like that, and just like that, it's out of here.
Sorry, I'm putting a little bit of breakbeat on in the background. Real light, quiet, like the stuff I use for the roundups, just so we have a little bit of extra noise for the rest of the stream. Brett Jones at the plate, sees one go past the catcher, and it's 1-1. He flips one out there into right center field. It's a really short right center field here at Founders. It's played well out there by Teflon, and we got an out and a man at first for Del Chilman. Teflon's got a really quick pace to his pitching, puts Mystery Man down on the count early. Mystery Man goes on the pitch, prevents a double play there, and there's 2 outs and a runner at second for Angel Dynamite.
Absolutely, and the savvy players are gonna notice that about your cadence. They're gonna notice it pretty quickly, and with, you know, I think Mist was probably making a timing play there when he was stealing the bag.
Low pitch, something Mist trying to avoid here on Perry Winkle as he drops a curveball high in the zone to start the AB. This one off the hands, picked up barehanded by Blake. Throws to first in time for the first out. Top of the second brings up Perry Pops, or Pops. What do I, so many alliterations. Poppy Pops fly. And he rips one out there into left center. So, and, you know, as opposed to right center field at Founders, left center can get kind of cavernous. So
absolutely, one of those gappers again that he was, you know, known for in game 1, and we'll see if he can do something here with it.
The pitcher Capoeira curveball. Takes a strike. 1 and 2 pitch. Swung on off the end of the bat, picked up by Fleech. She throws it to first. Thought about second, but Teflon committed all the way. Gets the runner over there for Cherry Blossoms. He was sitting on the inside pitch and he flips it inside out and gives himself a hit. Nicely done by Teflon. Just had the ball game there.
Clutch 2-out hit there to bring the runner home. And again, if Miss went to third, he might have had that runner, and he decided against it and ended up paying dividends for Teflon.
He's very much wary of that inside portion of the plate as Teflon. He swings at one there and misses. And that ends the second, or the top half of it. We've got 6, 7, 8 coming up for Mystery Incorporated. Boma Dinkley leads it off. 0-1 pitch. Strike in there. The 0-2 strike again at the knees. Another check swing strikeout. Check swing strike again. This one flipped out there into left field. Winkle picks it up. There's to second.
We all know Mist has a good bat. I do want to see him be a little bit more aggressive here. He is seeing Teflon throw some good strikes in there. He's throwing them back to back to back sometimes. And I want to see him a little bit more aggressive in this game. I think Mist can definitely put up numbers.
He's having trouble on those pitches at the edge of the zone. He gets underneath one there. The 1-2 hit right on the ground to Dingers. That's one Mystery Man I think just kind of messed the reticle up on. Ends up being a double play. Tough break for Mist. Brings us a 1-0 count to start the third. This one flipped down off the diving glove of Jones. That'll be a leadoff single. Dahlia Dingers sees a ball to start the AB. The next pitch looked to be a little bit outside, but Teflon goes after it, lifts it to left where Dynamite can handle it. And there's an out made. Bringing up What Incarnation. Nice changeup on the inside portion of the zone. Then Teflon swings at one, shoots it right up the middle at Shannon Blake in center field. She throws it into Daphne Blake. 2 runners on here with 1 down for Marigold Miracles. Bad ball hitter. Made a big difference last game, and she destroys one there. Deep to left center, way, way out of here. A 3-run shot makes it 4-1. 467 feet.
I was just about to say too, and you know, like the game beats me to it, but Teflon is just looking so much more comfortable at the plate. He's looking more patient. He's getting better bats on the ball, and he just, you know, first pitch with 2 men on is just bolted 460 feet. He seems locked in right now.
Yeah, huge, huge home run. He clobbered one last game. He clobbered one this game, both of them 450 feet plus. We see the catcher Poppy Pops fly bat. Goes for the high heat. 1-2 pitch. Off the hands. Jones doesn't get there. Ooh, tough break. Overran a little bit. Pitcher Capoeira curve. Swings at one. Hits it deep to right. Thankfully foul. Another one on the ground. Daphne Blake picks it up. At shortstop, there's the first in time for the out, so ends up not mattering that Jones was unable to complete that play over there, letting the runner get the first. But the 3-run home run, all the difference so far. It's 4-1 now. Flower Bombs and Red Herring's going to replace the starting pitcher here in the 3rd inning. So she didn't end up getting hurt with the injury prone, but she does get lifted early in this game, and the bullpen's going to be what Mystery Man leans on from here. Checks at that. It's a strikeout. You know, when you're down, the aggression should be coming up here. He does get aggressive on the first pitch there.
Absolutely, and I know Mist is feeling it from that one pitch. He almost, you know, took some more damage that inning too. But it's still early, real early in the game, and Mist does have a bat. He just needs to put the right bat on the right ball. I can definitely see him coming back from this.
That one's put away there for the out. There's 2 down for Daphne Blake. This one a bit in the zone underneath though. 0-1 pitch, swung on underneath again. The 0-2 from Teflon, check swing, gets him looking. And those check swings have been killer. First game produced quite a few strikeouts, and this one's looking to be no different.
Absolutely, and Teflon, you know, not spoken. His pitching isn't really. We don't talk much about his pitching, at least early in the season. We haven't, and he has his own really nice, distinct style here. Power pitcher is coming right at Mist. In some of these at bats, it's kind of impressive to see.
Yeah, high-paced pitcher, something I can relate to. Really already knows what he wants to throw next before he kind of lets go of it. Mystery Man though took care of him there quickly at the plate. There's 1 down at the top of the 4th. Got a looking strikeout of his own. Ooh, that one is crushed to deep center. It's underneath though by TeflonDon. Shannon Blake makes a grab out there in front of the warning track, and it'll bring up 4 tulips. Tulips misses one there. Inside on the pitch, but looked like one we all probably would swing out there, and then waves at the changeup. Ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th.
Was all in on that fastball, got the changeup. That's kind of the result right there every single time.
That curveball just misses. We've seen stranger calls than that, I think, on curveballs. 2-0 pitch. Swung on, hit right up the middle. Fastball hitter engaged there for Mystery Man. Work in there. Chilman checks again. Quickly 0-2, runners at first. Swung on, lifted to left. Perry Winkle, though, makes the grab out there. There's 1 down. Angel Dynamite with the outside pitch. Lefty on righty, too. And she crosses 1 deep to left. It's way back there, and it's gone into the 2nd row. That makes the lead just 1 run as the 2-run shot brings the score to 4-2-3.
Just like that, Miss Bat comes alive. He's in this game too. You know, he's not going anywhere. He's not shying away from any 4-1 lead. And just like that, we have a ball game again. And more runs than we had, I mean, at this point last game for sure. This is looking like a completely different game.
That 0-1 pitch also given a ride out there, but the diving play by Cherry Blossoms had to be made.
Not so fast.
Teflon is performing great defense out there. On the ground, infielder barehands it, throws it to first in time for the out. Mystery Man jumps right back in the game. Top of the 5th now. We're at 4-3. Broken bat. Daphne Blake throws it to first. 1 down. Yeah, these players looking completely different than what we saw last year.
Absolutely. And it's interesting Teflon is cheating a little bit inside. I don't know if he's noticed something in this game, in these games. But he was right on that 3-run shot. So
yeah, and he has been sitting inside a lot. It's kind of caused him to jump on some things maybe a little bit more prematurely than he should have, but it worked out on the big homer earlier. This is a player that hit it, and she gives another one a ride. It was on the inside portion again, but just underneath it. That's quickly the top of the 5th put away. Hippie girl Googie gets a chance to hit again. The 1-0 hit on a line out to right. It's fair. Into the corner. Cherry Blossom picks it up. She throws it to second or third, I guess. Ooh, man. Miss could have been safe.
I think he probably would have been safe anyway if he went all the way, I think. Or maybe he just wasn't sure if the right fielder had a stronger arm than they had. But unfortunate. We'll see if that turns out to be big or not.
Couple of check swings. We go right back to the same spot. Teflon went back to the well, but this time Mist drops a bunt. Interesting pull there. And he's got Shad and Blake now batting with the runner in scoring position. He wants to tie this game up, so could be a nice way to manufacture a run. Wow, a lag pitch.
Wow, yeah, absolutely.
1-1. This is away. The 2-1 pitch. In there for a strike. This is a big moment here in this game. Wild high. It's full count. Gonna do it again. Runner in scoring position. Teflon reaches back there. The heater. Swung on. Tapped. Tulips. Throws it to second. Everybody's safe. Teflon had a bit of wrong base disease there. And
savvy veteran play on the base paths, you know, and sometimes that's the difference on plays like that.
That's Super Mega Baseball at its finest. Mystery Man, like you said, has been through it a few times, probably had that play done on him more than once in his tenure. So let's see how Teflon responds. Pitch in the zone, hit right up the middle. Dingers has to dive, throws it to second, safe. Throw to first in time, but the run scores on the fielder's choice, and we're tied up. On the ground, infielder barehands it, throws it to first in time, or the out. Bottom of the 5th over, but Miss ties it.
That speed is king, you know, that speed at first base, got to second base, beat out that little toss, and there we have a tie game, another game.
Now Miss is going to look to break things up, and next time he gets a chance to hit, but he's got to keep Teflon at bay. He gave a ride to that one, but it was way towards the outside portion of the zone. He's getting good power scores. It's the interesting thing about being able to see both perspectives from a player in one night.
Absolutely rare for us to see both sides.
1-2 pitch. This is low. Now the 2-2 to Poppy Pop's fly. Lifted to right. Playable for Scooby-Doo. He will get there for the out. And we are going to see the pitcher possibly get lifted here. And then she'll bat for herself. She hits one decently well, but Del Choma makes a diving play. Throws it to first in time for the out. Waited for Hex to get there. Because if you wait just that split second, you know, you're much less likely to get that drop.
Absolutely savvy. Again, another vet play, and again, missed two innings now. The momentum's definitely on his side. I'm sure he feels it too. A couple of good at bats here, and you're back on top. And you know, the Tulips haven't been doing much the past 2 innings against your pitching.
Missed grinding out here, trying to get a split on Match of the Week against one of the other top AAA players in TeflonDon. Teflon came away with the win 5-4 last game. In extra inning fashion. If you weren't here for it, it was a doozy. Thank you all here for being here for game 2. As Mystery Man checks it one there with Chulman. It is Sayu George out of the pen, the 0-2 pitch. Down the middle, crush, dead center field. Doesn't have the juice. It's into the high corner out there. Chulman's thinking about third. He decides to stay at second. Maybe a good play with his speed. Man, that's about the furthest You could hit it at Founders and keep it in the park.
Just about, yeah. I mean, I don't think you can hit it any further. It was just like the middle of the wall to the deepest part of the field, just absolutely blasted out there. I think that would have been gone in parquet, more than likely.
Yeah, it might have been, honestly, after all we went through last game. This one flipped over to first, ends up being a sacrifice. Bringing up Velma Dinkley, runners at third. How's Teflon going to play this? Everyone's at normal depth. Dinkley looking for something to hit. She swings at it, hits it right up the middle, and breaks the tie. Another, the veterans seeing that nobody's playing in, nobody's shallow. You just got to get bat to ball. That's what he
Absolutely.
did. Sometimes, after you've been burned by that enough times in the XBL, you start getting, you probably get a little bit overcrafty with yourself.
For sure, that's definitely something I have to remind myself of as well.
2-2 pitch. A curveball high, misses away, and it's 3-2 runners in scoring position. Scooby-Doo, runner goes, she's picked off. Teflon has him hung up. Throw goes to third. Runner tug out. There's 2 down now. Scooby-Doo at the plate. Scooby-Doo wants to keep the inning alive on the full count, and it's popped up. Playable. Poppy Pops Fly makes the play. But Mr. Ink breaks the tie. We're into the 7th.
I'm sure he'd like that third base attempt back, but we've been talking about Teflon's cadence, and I think the savvy players are catching the cadence, and he was trying to get that easy third base with 1 out, try to get 1 more run up here.
Yeah, definitely, trying to take advantage of that pitch speed. This one hit on a line. Mystery Man can only let it drop in front of him. Leadoff single, tying run at first. Iris, infielder, will bat. She's got inside pitch. You can see Teflon sitting there. Thorn Hex throws one right at the knees. Nice pitch. 0-1. Swung on inside, but lifted where Scooby-Doo can catch it. 1 out.
Hit to almost the same exact spot there on a rope, just a little bit easier, a little bit more up in the air this time.
For Tulips, sees a strike. And then that one misses inside. Mystery Man living on that inside portion. Teflon not sure really what to swing at, I think. Misses one there. I don't think he was expecting it to be outside. Now he's got to deal with the whipper tray at 2-2. Runner goes, ball off the hand. Del Chillman picks it up, race to first. He's there. 2 outs. It's the RBI hero, Dahlia Dingers. Dangerous hitter for Teflon Don. She sees a strike to start the AB. Thorn Hex is locked in, but getting tired. This one hit deep to right center. Oh, and it's catchable for Scooby-Doo. It just didn't quite have the legs.
Wow, it's just such a short right field. It's one of those balls where you're just like, just a little bit further and it's gone. It's completely a different game.
Yugi checks at 1, makes it 1-1. Then checks at another one in there for a strike. 1-2. 2-2 pitch, swung on into the left center field gap. That's going to be leadoff extra bases at least for Mystery Man. Will be a stand-up double. Oh no, she slides, excuse me. She didn't quite have as much speed as I thought.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. Gapper, Misto still looking good at the plate here. See if you can get some insurance going deep into the game.
Thorn Hex is super locked in. I mean, she looks almost as good as many pinch hitters in the league. It will be Scrappy-Doo, though, who bats. And honestly, he looks about the same hitting-wise, just slower. But maybe that's just me. He rips one there. Periwinkle makes the grab. 1 out. Ooh, Mystery Man takes a misplaced pitch and sends it right back up the middle. Runner goes to third. First and third are the runners. One down for Fred Jones Sr. Swings at one there. 0-1 pitch, misses inside again. 1-1 pitch, strike. He checks it again. Teflon's racking up the Ks here tonight.
That location on the changeup was just a little bit filthy for that moment, and just a really good pitch, really underrated pitch there. That locked missed up.
That 1-0 pitch fouled away. Misses low, 2-1. This is inside, 3-1. Big hitters count for Fred Jones. He crushes it, foul, makes it a full count here with 2 outs. Teflon thinking about what to do next. Runner gets caught off second. Bring goes to second. And he's tug out there. That ends the inning. Mystery Man again was playing off that cadence.
Absolutely, and that's 2 straight, you know, like especially in this inning, he had a man on third here with 1 out and wasn't able to get a run across. And we'll have to see if that turns out to be big going into the later innings. Because Teflon is, you know, 1 at bat away usually, like here again, from completely changing the location of the game.
Yeah, you know, he's got the tying runner first, go ahead, run at the plate. And this is the hitter that, you know, her first home run of the season came in this game. And it was a loud one. She pops it up, though, in the infield. The shortstop makes the play. 1 down here in the inning. Top of the 8th. Dusk Hex. Throws one low. 1-1 pitch. Head in the count is Teflon. Oh, he taps one to the pitcher. He goes to first in time for out number 2. Not the type of square contact we're used to out of Teflon here.
Absolutely not. Got a little bit lucky there too, probably, that the contact was so light it kind of turned into a glorified bunt.
He was sitting inside, but he gets so far around early on that curveball that he hits it way high in the air where Dynamite can make the easy play. And we're in the bottom of the 8th where Mystery Man can look for some insurance runs before he tries to put this thing away and go for a split here. AAA match of the week. One pitch out of the pen. Gets thrown way past the catcher there. 2-1. In there for a ball. Fred Jones takes a strike. Now it's a full count. Full count pitch. Misses high. There you go. It's a walk. Mystery Man looking for that insurance.
There.
Do you think Mystery Man's been more aggressive than he was in the last game with these corner pitches?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. He's hitting the ball with more oomph, you know, like he's definitely more confident about his swings, and he's locking in right now. I mean, that last the at bat where he got the walk, those were some nasty pitches. They're not easy pitches to lay off of. So I think he's looking good right now. And in this game, he's definitely looked better, I think, with the bat than last game.
Got a 1-1 pitch to Angel Dynamite, who did have a home run, speaking of looking better with the bat. Big 1-1 pitch upcoming. Mystery Man takes it. 2-1 misses low. Split. Or excuse me, Teflon. Your split. Yeah, I was going to say he's going to have to come to him there, and he didn't. He walked him. So Mystery Man exercising his good eye once again. And this is Dinkley, Velma Dinkley, who has a knack for the dramatic. I mean, I don't know if you play Mystery Man enough times, this second baseman can be pretty pesky.
Absolutely. She's made for the moment. It's got that ice water going.
Ooh, she hits one right on the ground, though, where Dingers can flip it to second, throw it to first. Not in time for the play. So with 2 outs, we're still alive for Scooby-Doo. Pops it back. 0-1. Fastball gets him checking. And Regina looks for an out here. Swung on. Oh, made the play. Infielder throws it to first.
Wow.
99 throw.
Another amazing play to change over the inning there, and just in the moment, definitely. Yeah, I mean, what can you say? These are two amazing players playing match of the week, just playing to the last out here.
Yeah. This is huge for Teflon Don, you know, to have an opportunity here. He can flip this on its head. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Dusk Hex gets him with the off speed. Surprising there on the strikeout.
Rare strikeout by Teflon. Like, you won't see that often, and just the perfect pitch for that moment, I think.
Looking for a sub there is Mystery Man, and it is Vincent Van Gool out of the pen. Stimulated, not engaged, but Cake Collector a factor. Let's see if he can exercise that trait on his way to victory here. That one flipped down the line for a single. Teflon thinking about 2, almost went there. I don't think he would have got the hustle double, but in any event that he did, that would have been impressive. He's got locked in speed. Irish infielder batting. 1-0 pitch inside. And all of a sudden, it's 3-0. Are the bases juiced now? I believe they are. Or no, not quite. Excuse me, I got ahead of myself.
Still danger zone here, big time for Miss. He can't get too cute here with Teflon. Teflon's obviously waiting for the right pitch, and I think that's 6 straight balls right there.
Finally gets a strike. 2-1 pitch. This is low, 3-1. Torque Tulip's not someone you want to mess with. Oh, wow. He was so early on that he hit sideways. Full count. Swung on a line. Runners are off the bag. The throw to second. In time, the game is over. Wow. Just like that. Teflon had a moment to take it away. Mystery Man got him, though. Just a quick mistake. The moment, I think, got a little big. What a series between these two.
Absolutely, and a backyard brawl, the kind that we kind of imagined before these two got it started there, and it definitely went back and forth. Neither team gave up. In that second game, you know, we had that big shot by Teflon that kind of changed the momentum of the game, and Miss just clawed back, showed the heart of a champ there to claw back and not give up another run and take the game 5-4.
Yeah, he really did, you know, just reach back in there into his bag and just kind of come back run by run, piece by piece to come away with a victory there in game 2. That's the veteran mentality that's got him ranked so high, you know, in the AAA early season. And Teflon showed, you know, the ability to hit and ability to be on the mound and that pace on the hill. That shows why he's ranked so high too. So these two really provided what was an epic split on a big primetime match of the week. I think this game being the 9 p.m. primetimer was honestly, you know, fitting in the way that all this went down.
Definitely. I definitely agree. And, you know, we are seeing a lot of, again, the parity is our favorite word in all these leagues, but we're definitely seeing it, you know, on a weekly basis with some of these big matchups. We'll have, you know, the 2 guys sweeping the 3 guy. We'll have the 3 guys sweeping the 4 guy. The 4 guy sweeps the 2 guy. Maybe we have a split in the middle there, and you're just having these battles back and forth. Players getting to know each other. I miss just seeing him come back in that second game and really show that he was in it the whole time. You know, he was just he was grinding that entire game, and it, you know, he bore the fruits of his labor through the end of that game.
Yeah, indeed he did. Great play by both teams tonight. Big homers, big drama, some misplays, some great plays. I mean, it really provided everything. Match of the week is the best stuff on earth. So with that being said, Spliff, it was a pleasure to be with you in the booth. I mean, is there anything before we jump away here tonight that you need to leave us with on this fine Sunday?
No, thanks for having me. It was a pleasure. I loved being here. It was a nice scouting session as well as
For sure.
as a casting session. So
Yeah.
definitely looking forward to seeing what these guys do for the rest of the season and looking forward to the other match of the weeks we have going on.
For sure. The AAA gauntlet wage is on. XBL wage is on. AA is as hot as ever. So get your games in. Get ready for a roundup next week, folks, as we continue to compile all of that good data, all of those good highlights and things like that here in week 2. So yeah, power rankings will be coming out very shortly, I believe tomorrow. So things all you can get hyped for. And in the meantime, have a safe and pleasant evening, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.